I just want to start like just seeing you the last few weeks. You just seem very calm, like at peace with yourself, more so than maybe the first two fights. Is that fair?
Most definitely. You know, I'm very calm. I'm very peaceful. I've always been. Um, I'm even more so now than ever. And just ready to go. I think that's the thing. I'm just ready to go.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, when I say you're calm, we obviously still know that bronze bomber's waiting there to go on Saturday night.
Yeah, most definitely. It's going to be a great show while it lasts. And the preparation for it has been amazing. And my whole team is hyped. Everyone is hyped. We talk to each other at least 10 to 12 times a day, talking about certain situations. Sometimes it'd be the same thing because we haven't gotten enough of the first conversation. So, the way it seems like it's almost over. I think it's 8 days away, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, you mentioned your camp. It does seem like a very, very happy camp. And Malik in there, obviously your former sparring partner. What's he brought to you, both sort of physically and mentally?
I mean, overall, he just bring his positive energy. He bring his love. I've been talking big about love in my camp, and it's nothing like it. Those four-letter words to have around you at all times. A lot of people say they love you and don't really mean it. And but when my guys say they love me, I know they really mean it, and I mean it when I reply back to them. And it's nothing that Malik has really taught me. It's just what he could bring out of me that no one else could, in the past. And we're just doing it on a consistent basis, And it's been amazing camps. This last 17 months has been amazing. All the camps combined together. It's just been amazing. And the more time I've had, the better it's been for me. So it's definitely been beneficial for me.
Yeah, great. You look like you've just come out of training now, have you?
No, it's just getting out the shower.
Oh, fair enough. Listen, you mentioned love there. Just before we get onto the fight, I just wanted to mention your first born, Naya. For those who don't know, that's kind of the reason you got into boxing in the first place. Just wanted to see how she's doing.
Yeah, she's doing very, very well. She's 16, and she's growing up like any other teenager. She's got goals and got dreams of becoming something and doing things, in this world, great things in this world, and that's all a father could ever ask. I always tell people that the most precious gift in the world is being someone's father.
Well, as a father, I definitely agree with that. And yeah, like I say, the story for people who don't know is basically it was like you're having to do 3 jobs to try and pay for the health insurance to care for her, and you just thought, well, I'm going to have to do something here, and turns out it was the right decision.
Yes, most definitely right. I told her when she was 1 year old that I'll be able to support her beyond her belief, and boy, did I ever! And God is good, He'll make a way out of no way.
Yeah, and it'll be nice to go back to those children again, say, Daddy's the heavyweight champion again.
Definitely 2 time in due time, baby.
Yeah, I mean, this is a trilogy fight. It's quite a special thing, isn't it? Really, I mean, you think of the great trilogy fights. I suppose Ali Frazier is probably the greatest of them all. Doesn't happen that often in boxing.
Not at all. I think fans of boxing is getting a real treat with this one. I'm always excited. Every time I step out and enter into the ring, I'm always an exciting show. So, this is a trilogy, and like I said, boxing's winning in this fight, and it's gonna be a good one. Like I said, it's gonna be a good one while it lasts, and I'm just anxious. I can't wait. I can't wait to go. I'm ready. Man, it's been a long time coming. We had to go through so many different obstacles, and it's just been an emotional roller coaster. But we're here, and I don't think we had to deal with it by ourselves. A lot of people in the world had to deal with it, especially with everything else that's been going on in the world that we've had to share together. So this is gonna be a real treat. Forget bringing popcorn, bring pizza and milkshakes and hamburgers and hot dogs.
And like a couple of weeks ago, it was you know, they're all saying it's, well, over in the UK anyway, Fury for AJ all the belts. It could well be Wilder v Usyk for all the belts now.
Yeah, most definitely. The Fury AJ talk, it was never going to happen. They never had a contract to begin with. You know, that was all propaganda, and that wasn't nothing I was concerned about because I knew the truth. You know, certain fans and people just take the first thing they hear without doing research, and they just go away with it. You know, and people want to be first nowadays instead of being correct, and that was the situation. And one thing for sure, when you put a black ink to white paper, it's sealed. You know, it's called a contract, and it's hard to get up out of that. And as long as I knew I had that contract and we was going to activate it, it wasn't no worries and concerns about the talk. They just hyped people up for nothing.
And the fight I just mentioned, AJ Usyk, were you surprised at that, the outcome?
Wasn't at all. You know, I wasn't at all. Malik always talk about Usyk and how skillful he is, and different things, especially in coming from a cruiserweight. Styles make fights, and he definitely have his struggles. We've seen that in the heavyweight division where he had his struggles with Chaz Witherspoon. He had his struggles with Derek Chisora, but Styles make fights, and with Joshua, he just had his number at that point in time, and I think he's going to have his number even more so the second time around. And like he said, he's going to be faster. I think it's going to be a little bit faster as well. So, well, who knows? It's boxing at the end of the day. We really don't know until it's time for things to happen.
No, exactly. They asked Tyson Fury about that fight as well, and he said that you're the most dangerous heavyweight out there. You beat both of them, and the only man you can't beat, obviously, he's going to say is him.
Well, I've already knocked him out once before. I'm sure he replays that in his head over and over again. That's why he's so brave to say that I'm the most dangerous man in the world and different things like that, because I am. It's true facts. My famous quote is, guys have to be perfect for 12 rounds. With me, I only have to be perfect for 2 seconds. And then it's bam, baby, good night. And when you have devastating power, God given, you're always gonna be the leader of the pack. We've seen many guys. Some people say skills, but that's just a broken record, because we've seen many guys with skills and they still lost. But when you have power, you're never out of a fight, ever. You can always have somebody that got more skills that can outskill you, and from a first to a 12-round fight. But when it boils down to it, it's all about who has the more. When you have power, now we'll see who. It's a difference between when you're having so much power and the other one doesn't. It can get you out of many different things. As people have seen in my career many a times. So, you have it's damage you do, damage you don't at the end of the day, and it's all about how you use certain things. But at this point in time in this fight, people are going to see a lot of different things. I can't please everyone, and I'm not trying to. I never have, and I never will. There's too many people in the world. There's millions of people in the world, and I can't please everyone. You show them everything, they're still going to find some type of reason to degrade you and drag your name in the dirt. You can't please people, especially those that would never ever get in this sport or never get in the ring, period. It's negative 0.001% of people in the whole entire world that'll step in this ring. And how dare them have the audacity to talk about what you can and cannot do, or what you should or shouldn't do, when they'll never step in this position. Even with all my failures, a lot of them would never be able to accomplish it. So,
yeah, I mean that's a very valid point. The armchair critics, or the keyboard warriors, whatever you want to call them. But yeah, I just wanted, you mentioned that second fight, and we're going to see changes. I know I'm not going to go into all the, obviously I know you didn't want it to end when it ended, but have you? First of all, when was the first time you were able to look back at that fight, and have you learned stuff from that? Are you going to do stuff differently?
I haven't really I've seen different clips and stuff like that, and it's kind of hard to look at to see the circumstances that I was under. When you know the truth, you know the truth. That's why I've been so calm and collective throughout this whole process, because they say the truth shall set you free, and it's a true statement. We know the facts, we know the truth, and but when I do look at it, if I see clips or whatever, like I always tell my team, I could have been, when the mask came off me, I could have called it. When I didn't feel right, when Chris took the mask off me, when you see my eyes looking crazy and looking like a zombie, people have watched me over 5 years. They know how I act. They know how I look. And that tells it all right there. People know what their eyes have seen, no matter what they want to, put in their heads, but they know what the eyes have seen. And, it's fine with me. I can live with the truth. I'm one of the realest in the business, and I can live with the truth, and I can accept the truth and move. And that's why I have moved forward. Allow me to make myself even better. I'm actually glad that it happened to me the way it happened to me. I showed that I was a true warrior. Even the circumstances that I was under, I still went along with. I know who I am, but I wanted to see what type of man, what type of warrior would I be. He showed me his best, and he still couldn't. Even on my worst night, on his best night, he still couldn't get me out of there. So, people would try to label it as a knockout, but that's not a knockout. No, that's a stoppage because of a weak individual in my team that did something he was supposed to do, and that's throw in the towel. I ended the fight on my feet. It's a difference between a knockout and someone ending it on their feet, And I'm just looking forward to this time around, and I can't wait again.
Yeah, I mean, you've just obviously explained how you felt, but you could imagine people over here are saying, well, what's the point of watching that fight? Tyson beat him the last time fair and square. What's Deontay going to do? So what do you say to those people?
Hey, stay tuned. You watch then, and you're going to watch now. So you'll see exactly what I'm going to do come October the 9th.
Okay, I won't keep you. I know you wait to do your things. You just got out of the shower, so just a couple more. Yeah, so you said, however long the fight lasts, from what I gather from that you don't think it's going to go the distance, or it's not going to go the distance.
It's not going to go the distance at all. I can't see this fight going the distance. Look, at the end of the day, we wanted way more than him, and I know for facts he haven't trained as hard as I've trained. He don't want it as bad as I want it, and for that reason, I cannot see this fight going long distance. This is the heavyweight division, and when people come out to watch the heavyweight division, they come to see knockouts, and they know when they come to see Deontay Wilder, they're gonna get just that, and I'm gonna deliver. Again, I can't wait.